When it comes to processing emails, there are some days where there's just too much to do, and it's not possible to get through all of them, and a lot of them don't actually need a response immediately. One way to help with the feeling of overwhelm of looking at all of these emails is realizing that if I don't need to take action on it immediately, I probably don't need to see it here. So I can come in and I can snooze within Gmail. I've got the ability to move it to another day, and then I don't need to look at it until then. And in my own spreadsheet, I've also got a way of doing it by typing something like 2D, which means it gets snoozed for 2 days later. And I find that really speeds it up, that I can very quickly go through a long list and assess whether it needs to be dealt with today, and if not, choose another day to deal with it. And if it is already completely handled, then I can just quickly remove the star so that I don't have to see it again. And that really helps with the processing quickly and being able to just see the things that really need to be dealt with immediately. But there is a trap as well of snoozing, which is that I've had challenges in the past where if I snooze a lot of emails, then at that point, that in say 2 weeks later, if I say that this one I don't need to deal with it today, I'll deal with it in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks' time, if I'm not careful, then I'll get flooded with all of these emails that need to be processed. So at some point, the price has to be paid, and the question is, does it really need to be done at that date? Because then it turns into more of an overall prioritization question of, does it need to be done? And if I'm not taking action on it right now because it doesn't seem urgent, then I might actually decide that I'm never going to do anything with it. But in many cases, I do want to take action. I just don't want to do it today because it's not important enough to do today. Or it might be that I have sent an email to someone and I want to follow up with them. And it's helpful then to have the email come back in, say, 2 weeks. And if they haven't replied, then I can follow up with them at that point. So my tip around that is snoozing can work well. I find it useful when I'm going through this list of not always putting 2 weeks. I might do 10 days, 11 days, 12 days, that sort of thing, so that I'm not going to get flooded all at the 2 week mark with 50 emails all at once. I can do some that day and a few more the day afterwards and progressively follow up with people. Because there are some days where I have plenty of time and I'll easily get through all of the emails, but other days where I don't have much time, and on those days, snoozing is definitely a blessing.